Okay, welcome back, Steph. So this is like an interview, maybe some more stuff you can do, but really it's just to check in. So been 24 hours since your first session with Smart, and you continued to do it at home.
Yeah.
And straight after the session, you noticed a reduction in your headache and the noise in your head, and that was really what was bothering you the most. That was your wish, wasn't it? If you could
Yes.
get a result, that would be it. And you reported back to me that you went to sleep okay last night. You did wake up, you went back to sleep, but you managed to get to sleep okay. You woke up, still got the pain, but we did get a reduction in pain, reduction in headache in the session. That seems to have stayed the same. The noise isn't there. You've not reached for the painkillers as I presume you normally would.
No.
Yeah.
I've normally throughout the day, I've probably taken about at this time probably about 4 lots of tablets by now.
Really?
Yeah. I go through a box of painkillers probably every 3 days.
Goodness me. And what's that like? Ibuprofen or cocodamol or
Sometimes it can vary. It depends on what I can get my hands on, really. I mean, last year alone, I overdosed about 6 times on painkillers because it's got that bad.
wow.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been nice. I've not taken anything since yesterday morning.
So how much would you have normally had of painkillers in this window, do you think?
I mean, I take some dissolvable ones at the moment, and I would have probably gone through a half the pack, 3/4 of the pack by now.
Gosh.
So yeah, it's been, yeah, I've not had to take any since yesterday, so it's been really noticeable.
Wow, that's incredible. So I'm going to stop speaking and I just really want you because this helps people so quickly. And without you as the end user experiencing it, really sharing what's happened over the last 24 hours and the impacts it's had, we really want to get that message out there so people can have a go and ease their symptoms because people are living like you when we can unlock something in the nervous system that just helps
Yeah.
take the foot off the gas pedal. So tell us what you feel, how you've experienced it.
To be fair, when we finished speaking last night, I sat on the bed for a while, and it was for the first time in a long time, it was quiet, and I was enjoying that quietness. And I remember, I thought, oh, I'm gonna go on my game for a little while. Then playing Sims is. And it was my own thoughts. I was thinking it wasn't anything else. There wasn't no, um, I said yesterday it was like being in a room with 100 people, and they're all just, and it weren't like that. It was my own thoughts. I could think about what I wanted to think about, not these just random things popping into my head. And it was very nice. And um I went to bed, and I meditated for about 10 minutes, and that was a lot easier as well. I was like, oh, okay, that was nice. Mindfulness, you're just there in the moment, not thinking, oh, this could happen, that's going to happen. And yeah, there was none of that. And I went to bed, and normally it's not just one or two dreams. I can have a series of dreams throughout the night, and that again, it leaves me with a headache. But last night I don't remember dreaming at all,
Wow.
which was so nice to,
Oh,
people want to dream. I got to the point now where I don't want to,
gosh.
when it was so nice just to have a nice, comfortable REM sleep.
Yeah.
When I woke up this morning, and I wake up anyway because being in the same position, it make me ache, but my headache weren't predominantly there,
Right.
and I went out, and I felt more energetic, even though my body was in pain. I was still going around doing my jobs happy, and that's what I wanted.
Oh,
So I was very grateful. I was poo picking my horse's field, and I was doing it a lot quicker than I have done in quite some weeks. So it was very nice, and just freeing and enjoying being outside in the fresh air. And I actually thought for a little while, because I was stood there, and you breathe outside and you think of fresh air, but for a long time, it's not felt like anything. You're not, you know, you some people you meant to feel air going in. For me, it's not been like that, but today it has. I feel it going into my body
Mm.
rather than just being a,
Uh,
you know, a nat, you know, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? You do it without thinking about it, don't you?
yeah,
And you know, it's just a long time I've not felt fresh air, even
yeah.
though I'm outside. And it's such a weird experience to actually go and not feel the headache, the noise, and actually feeling something going into your lungs.
Would you describe it as just feeling more present?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. And
yeah.
it has, I've was able to enjoy something that I haven't been able to in quite some time, and it's very freeing. It was very freeing to say the least.
How long, just to put it into context for people, how long do you feel you haven't felt like this?
Uh, too long, years,
Mm.
years it's been. I mean, as I said yesterday, I've had headaches every day for the last, I mean, my eldest is 16 years old. I remember having headaches even before he came, and when I had him and I was going through what I was going through at the time, it was a headache every day for 16 years,
Oh God.
you know, and I remember going to the doctors and I'm like, this headache is not going. And I've had the same headache in the same place, the same intensity for a year and a half. It hadn't changed whatsoever, you know, and so you get used to that sort of life though. You just go through it. You have to do what you have to do. And yeah, to be able to go out today and you know, you was and I was just like, this is nice. And I remember filling up the water buckets and I actually closed my eyes with the sun shining. It was just so nice. And I hadn't felt like that in such a long, long time. It's got to be years since I felt like that.
Steph, I feel like crying. Do you know what I mean? This is so amazing for you to feel this way again.
It is, it's so nice. I mean, it's never nice being in pain, but when it's
Yeah,
your head is, you know, it affects everything,
it
you
is.
know, it affects how you feel, and how you can feel for things, you know,
Yeah,
the touch of stuff. If your brain isn't in the right mindset, those things that you normally can, oh, that's soft, you know what I mean,
yeah,
or that touch, it's numbing, you don't
yeah,
feel it.
yeah.
And today it was like there was nothing on my mind, so I can just be there, and it was just so nice.
Bloody hell. That's
It really was.
incredible.
So I've for the first time in a long time I enjoyed poo picking my field. You know what I mean? It seemed really weird,
Well,
you
somebody's
know.
got to.
Well, it's it. And it was just like, you know what? That I really enjoyed that. It was just so nice. And being in the fresh air just made it even better.
God, so you've had a headache for the last 16 years?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is unbelievable.
And
And
it's not just like it's in the same place. I can have it the front, I can have it the side, I can have it the back. Sometimes I've had it in both, you know, the front and the back, and swelling on the back of my neck, and because the headache's been so bad, and stuff like that. And it's just, yeah, it's always been there.
and you haven't got that now?
It's gone actually quite down. I mean, when I spoke to you yesterday, it was about a 5 it went down to. I can say it's probably about a 2.5.
Bloody hell.
You know, it's very
Amazing.
weird, and I don't know if that is it's like a residual pain. You
Yeah,
know it's been there,
yeah,
and
so long. Yeah,
yeah, and it's
yeah.
just you don't, I don't know if it's just that, if it's completely gone, or you know what I mean, but it's still,
It will continue to get to improve. Like all of your symptoms will continue to improve. I'm not a medical doctor, you know that. I'm not a
yeah,
psychiatrist or anything like that. But all what I do know, and that is backed by science, is that when the nervous system is regulated, your symptoms that are caused by a dysregulated nervous system, once that problem of dysregulation's gone, then everything calms down, and all of the emotional illnesses that are caused by stress don't need to be there anymore. And I know with the other women that we've worked with, like that they've just kept on improving day by
Yeah.
day by day. Everything's got better. They're more free. They've got mobility. They're self care. You know, fitness is on their mind now where they haven't been able to walk before. Do you know what I mean? So you will, and now you've got this technique. You can keep on doing it. So you carried on doing this, didn't you? How many times do you reckon you did it?
I did it once this morning,
Mhm.
when I was getting before I got ready to go down the yard, and then I did it once when I got back, and about half an hour before I come onto the phone, come onto this with you.
Amazing. So really it's so quick, isn't it?
Yeah, it
It's
is. Yeah.
the results and they just happen like that. It's crazy. The brain just doesn't hang on to that trauma anymore.
No, it's a weird relief. I mean, I can feel it now. You know, I'm I feel shaky, but in a good way because I can still feel my body just going, you know what, I'm releasing it. I'm still releasing it. But it's yeah, it's very freeing. It's lovely.
And just carry on. And did the memories change at all? Did you use any of the memories?
I used a couple, one more recent
Mhm.
that I wanted to try and let go because I know I was holding on to it quite a bit. Again, it was quite recent, so
Yeah.
and that I've started to feel better of, and more more the case of I'm forgiving that situation
Yes.
and stuff like that. So that for me is a big thing because I didn't think I could forgive,
Mhm.
certain things that have happened, and it's just like, you know what? I can. I can
Yeah.
let go of it now.
Amazing. Oh my God. So I'm so happy for you. So
No, thank you for showing it me. I really do appreciate it.
my honor to be able to do it for people like yourself in this situation. Nobody deserves to suffer. And I'm really want to share this interview and share parts of your healing journey and just get this technique out there because of how quick it can help people change their life. Do you feel like you've had a bit of a life changing moment with it?
Yes. Yes, I do. Yeah. Yeah. Because I'd still be, feeling quite miserable and sorry for myself and thinking, oh, this I could have done this, could have done that, and I don't feel like I have to feel that way anymore, and it's a very nice feeling.
How does your partner feel about it?
I mean, when I was telling him about it last night, you could see in his face, he was like, okay, that's quite interesting because he likes all that type of
Yeah,
stuff. And I was saying to him, it's a lot quieter. And he understands that, he has his own issues, and it's like that's really, he can see in my face that I'm happier and I'm not spacing out like I normally do.
good.
I can be, I can people can talk to me and I can't comprehend what they're saying. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But today
Yeah.
I've not had really that issue. So
Mhm.
it's been really good.
And this will have a positive impact on your relationship in
Yeah.
all levels and yourself as well. Is there anything else you would like me to do with you this evening? Do you need me to take you through anything?
Uh, I'm okay at the tonight. I'm like I said, I'm
Tired.
a bit tired tonight,
Yeah,
so trying to,
rest.
yeah, get my
You
especially with my body still going, yeah,
Right.
like that.
Vibrating, is it?
Yeah, it is. It's really quite a bizarre feeling. But no, I think tonight I'm gonna rest
Do
and
some self-care, and
yeah,
even in bed, even when you're in bed, you can just put yourself back in the power pose or you can still do the technique in bed should you feel you need it.
yeah.
Um, but I'm here anytime that you need me. You just
No,
reach
thank
out.
you.
All right, my love. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Love.
Thank you so
Take
much.
care, Steph. Bye.
And yourself.
Bye,
Bye
honey.
bye.